I'm Chris Sciutto. I'm owner of Custom Body Fitness, and today I want to talk about motivation. I'm a little excited today because I just got this whiteboard and it gives me another little tool to play with these videos and keeping notes for work, everything else. So it's always fun to get something new. So the reason I want to talk about motivation because it can be important to your success with your goal, and your goal could be losing weight, could lose 20-30 pounds, it could be just getting fit, can be getting ripped, toned, it doesn't matter. Whatever your goal is, like you have to understand like how the motivation is going to work, because there's always going to be a cycle that you're going to have to go through to get from your start point, your goal, to the end point, to the goal you want, and then the end point, which is your actual goal that you want to accomplish. So it's exciting, like when you're at the start point, it's like this is where your motivation is going to be the highest. This is where you're going to be excited. This is where you're going to be ready to conquer the world and go out and let's use 30 pounds. Let's say you want to lose 30 pounds. This is where you're going to want, this is where it's going to be highest. And reason being is because when you're at the start point, you're looking at the end point and you have a vision, and this vision is exciting to you because it's something that you want and it's something you want to create, so your motivation's super high. Now what happens, like let's just say we're going to say 30 pounds, is you start it, like your first week, you're probably going to stay right around that same level. And then as you start getting into it, it's like, oh, second week, it's like, oh, yeah, still a little motivated. Start getting near the end of the week, and then it just keeps going down, and it's like, just like the stock market, and you see it dropping down. 2-3 weeks later, it's like you're down here at this point, and it's like you're at no motivation to very little, and it's like you're kind of really feel a little discouraged and you kind of get down on yourself a little bit, because it's like you had these high hopes and high expectations when you started, and all of a sudden you're down here, and this is where it really counts. This is the point what's going to make you successful, because this is the point where you're going to see how committed you are to creating whatever this goal is that you're looking to accomplish. This point is where it's like a lot of people quit. The New Year's resolutions are the perfect example. Like going to a gym a week after New Year's, the gyms are packed. Going to a gym 2-3 weeks later, and it's back to normal, back to how it normally is. And this is what happens. People start, it's like they're going to make these changes, gets into it. And this is how committed you are to making this change in your life. And to reach this goal, if you're going to reach whatever goal that you're going to, it's going to be your commitment to that goal and how important it is to you. Because if you don't do it, it's like you got to really ask yourself, are you committed to this goal? Are you willing to do what it takes to get from this starting point to the end point? Because that is going to be what makes or breaks you. And this first point is going to be one of the most important areas, because this is where you got to look inside yourself. This is where life's testing you. This is where it's like, okay, I'm going to keep going, you're going to keep working, and you might come across and you might find yourself another week or two, then it'll start getting easier, and then you're pretty much going to go through little dips until you eventually get to your goal. But this first point is one of the critical points, because this is the point where it's like you got to really dig. And if you quit here, you're probably not going to feel very good about yourself. You're probably going to feel kind of down, because you had these high hopes, you had these expectations. They're not going to be reached if you quit here. You got to kind of push through it, work through it. You got to dig. You got to get inside yourself, get to this next point till it starts going up again, and just start riding the waves, and just know that motivation is going to come and go. If you want to be successful, success is going to come from consistent actions all in capital letters, over a long period of time. And those consistent actions, when you're doing those are good, because you're actually going to be creating habits. So, start point, you get here, work through it, you can do it, everybody can do it. And it's where you got to work hard and dig and not give up. Do not give up. You can do it. Anybody can do it. We can all be successful. So that's all I got. If you want to, you can find me on Facebook at custombodyfitness.com. You can find my website. If you have any questions, let me know, or if you want me to do any videos on any subjects, let me know. So hope this was helpful, and I'll see you soon.